You want to try me? You want to try me?
Yeah, you're right. Another juicy video. There's all the lefties, nice and early. But I'm just waiting for the right sign up. I'm not going to go and start kicking off. I might go live on YouTube. Because I'll just kick off if I walk over there. I'll wait for the right. But I don't know when he's going to turn up. It's only Cov. Obviously, there's not been a protest and a counter in Cov since I've done the channel. They've always been in Brum and that, so I would have went into Brum otherwise, because obviously it probably would have been bigger, but just find it interesting, so I did here. But yeah, I'll see you soon. Yeah.
Hi mate, I'm sorry, I've come here to, my name's Connor, I'm a viewer of yours.
How are you?
To check out the protest as well.
Have you? Chilling, I could do with some people with me, because it might get a bit tasty, this.
I know.
Because they're not big fans of me.
No, they're not, I can imagine.
I film because the right are nice to me, and I get to interact with them more. They just all pat me back and that, bro. Ain't even
misguided, man. They've got no clue. They don't live in the real world.
No, I've tried for the last year. I've tried to give them platforms, and they always kick off with me. As soon as I say I don't pick a side on Palestine, they kick off.
Yeah, I know. It's like we've got a million other problems to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a joke.
I don't know how many's going to turn up on the right side.
Well, the right don't really organise, do they? They're starting to.
Because they all work. Yeah, sir, they all work, bro.
Yeah, they've all got jobs.
Yeah. This myth of white men don't work, they're all lazy, it's bullshit. Look at the stats, 3% of British don't work. The other ethnic groups though, it's a lot higher. Look, I'm not with Britain First when I filmed it last week. Some of the stuff they say, I'm not with it. Yeah. But with the immigration, you see me screaming at them here in the middle of the fucking town the other week. But I like that was obviously sometimes I'm out making content, but sometimes it takes over where my actual self will come out, and that was one of their moments where it's like you're taking the piss. I've got a grandson, innit? Where's he gonna live? But national strike. I'll go live anyway, just for safety.
Yeah, no worries.
Versus, what's your name anyway?
My name's Connor.
Nice to meet you, Connor. Good lad. It's your future that's important, man. How old are you?
I'm 21.
That's what I mean. It's you, like. It's getting outrageous. 10 years from now, how are you really? Even if you're not gonna have to be ultra successful to be able to afford your own house.
Exactly.
That's not right, man. You should be able to get to a 15, 16 pound. Yeah. Should be able to get to a 15, 16 pound. Take a little bit back out there. 15, 16 pound an hour job and be able to afford your own house.
You got a sheet?
I don't know if I have. I ain't, bro. You know, I'm just trying to film these and go live. Just take a bit of back here. I'll be on shopping a bit. If I'm still here, just come back to me. I'm just trying to fucking sort this out.
Do these agree with this? What's going on?
I don't agree with the.
But do they agree with what's going on?
With the immigration and that? Yeah, they want open borders and that. Yeah, they're the socialists. They're far left.
Right, okay.
They want immigration. They're the ones who call you racist if you hold that flag up. Yeah. But are you on the hold the British flag up in Pride side?
Got two of them.
Yeah, big up your chest.
Yeah,
big up your chest, man. Everybody say well done, man. That's what we need.
I mean, I'm not thinking about me. I'm thinking about my children's children. I mean, I'm thinking about their future. We don't know who's got walking our streets, and that is not racist. That's just a fact.
Logic, concern.
It's just a fact. And I get so sick of people saying, "Oh, you're having to go at me because you're racist." It's got nothing to do with whatever colour your skin is.
Yeah.
It hasn't.
I think just slow it right down. You need to get the infrastructure recover and stuff. Like, we need to build more hospitals, the more people there are, schools, everything.
We need to stop these people coming.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
There's a hidden agenda here with the government.
Yeah. No, because they moan about the billionaires, yeah? But the billionaires are the ones who want the high immigration because they're the ones who own all the property and the businesses that make all the money from it and benefit from it. So they're all backwards anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you think we're going to have a good turnout? I don't. Run away and
I'm hoping so because they beef me like mad, man. They'll all come on to me in a bit, I'm telling you.
Do you know what I have got? That's all you ever do is talk about it, Mum. Let's just hope we get a.
And like I said to you over half, I said, what basically happens is that they do their protests like the Palestine ones and get left alone. But as soon as the right comes out, like the British people come out to say we want to have our say, they always have to come out and counter protest. So what that says,
let them.
Yeah, let them.
We can still do what we want.
Yeah, but what it makes me think is, so they think they can have their say, but once you have your say, you're not allowed your say. It's their say is the only thing that's right.
What happened in Manchester when you had the right and then the far left counter protest?
Yeah.
You had far left protesters going into the crowd and then the police, rather than going after the individuals who were far left and putting them back on their side, they were arresting people.
They arrested Ryan, UKIP Ryan, yeah. Got the footage on my channel.
It's mental.
But they were shouting, it was the grooming gang protest. They had speakers there that had been groomed, right? And they were throwing eggs, they were saying, shoot yourself like Hitler. I went on the Stand Up to Racism Manchester page, they were getting it. You know, they wanted that meme, at the moment you realise you're fucked up, they were getting hammered in the comments.
Why are there two different rules? So, like, say if a coloured chap raped a woman and a white one, it is a known fact now, a coloured chap would get less of a sentence.
Oh yeah, that actually came in, yeah.
But why?
Because we've got to be more, it's the left woke agenda, it's how far we push left, and that's why you're out here today and the Brits are coming out, because people have had enough.
Two-tier
system.
You think it's
common sense, surely.
Yeah.
And this is why people are getting angry.
Yeah,
There's so many people that do, well, I don't know. People do want to do it, but
You
people
had that
are fighting.
whole debacle with the sentencing council.
Well, I look
they
at-
came out and said that they were going to give disparate sentences to white offenders versus people of certain ethnic backgrounds.
Yeah.
And you wonder why people get angry when it's
Exactly,
so blatant.
exactly.
There was no one lost their job over that.
No,
It was just buried and let's move on and pretend.
But you see, the thing is, if we ignore it, then it will just carry on, won't
Yeah.
it? Do you know what I mean? We've got to stand up because, you know, I mean, why are they young fit men coming over here? Where's their wives? Where's
I've
the
covered the
children?
hotels, I've done my channel, and it's very interesting.
Why? But why? Because what they're going to do, 5-10 years, they're going to be enough of them here, and they're going to overpower you men, and you've got no chance, and we're going to have a country of... Sorry.
First I went over to the one in Warsaw, first migrant hotel I covered, right, with my mate. Got there, right, and it was just strange, you know, like you're saying, with the 40-year-old work-fighting men. It was just a weird thing, like, I couldn't explain it. It was just like, yeah, it's a bit of an eye-opener the first time I went to one, do you know what I mean? And they're all just wandering around and that.
It's like there was a bloke on the other week, he was filming, and he wasn't doing any harm, he was just filming. And next thing, there was about 4 riot vans, there was 3 police cars coming charging down, and he just stood there, and he says, bloody hell, where's the police when you want the police? He says, all I'm doing is filming, I'm not doing any harm, and I've got all these coppers here.
I'll get it all.
And I seen a bloke walking, and he was saying, up England, up England. I mean, I don't know what happened to him. And the police got him and put him in a van.
I had it in Birmingham last year on Remembrance Sunday, right? I filmed the Remembrance Sunday for people live. Had a lot of people coming, just people that couldn't get out, right? But then there was a Palestine protest. Now, a lot of people that day were moaning about that, saying, well, like, you know, like, can't they just have a day off, right? They can protest if they want, but just, you know, have a bit of sensibility. I got called a Nazi by one of this side. Obviously, he called him out on it. I spoke to the coppers, did nothing. And then an old boy called Michael walks past and says to them, why are Muslims protesting? And Remembrance Sunday under his breath, police nicked him in front of me and my mate. But, like, 2 police. I screamed at the copper, at the sergeant at the bottom when they put me in the van, take your fucking poppy off, you're a disgrace. Get it off now.
Well,
Fuming.
I've seen a group of police round this chap last week on the video.
That was the same thing.
And he had a knife in his thing, but the police completely...
I was there in Birmingham last week filming that. I've got that footage. That lad...
Ignore it. So why do they ignore that, yet they have a go at a bloke who's saying, come on England, or whatever he was saying?
Because it's
It's because they're afraid of being perceived as racist.
Yeah, that's perceived.
There's this programming that's been put in now where people are afraid to do the moral or the right thing because they're afraid of being seen as racist.
Why don't people get past this stage of
Is it a shame that they can't use a bit of
because it's been hammered in for the last 20 years and it's been narrowed down your free speech. So if you, what it is everyone now has these opinions, but in public now, most people have to be actors to some extent, don't they? They can't be there. That's why someone like Charlie Beach, whether you agree with him or not, I love the fact that he just says what he actually thinks, and a lot won't. Everyone is an actor in person. You'll speak to your friends, yeah, and you'll say how you really feel, but most people are too afraid in public because it's all these like hammer you for it and call you racist.
I'm not.
People are changing though. People are starting to get louder.
No, it's not for me, for my kids, for their children. No. And you young men, you know, you're a young man, you know, your future.
It's actually the women I'm worried about, like public safety, like can't.
It is.
Like so many people who are just afraid to go out at night.
I'm sorry, it is, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want my daughters now walking around. Like, I'm going to go downtown now, I'm 18. I'm like, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They know what they're doing when they're throwing all the passports in the sea. They know what they're doing.
For me as well, Cov in the last 10 years, right, it's changed rapidly. And that's not people. I like to think I'm a nice person. A lot of them are peers and are friends, and everyone adores me from all over backgrounds and everything like that. But when I walk the city and I'm like, it's changed rapidly in 10 years. It's a bit of a concern. The other night, I walked from here all the way through to Spawn Street. It was really busy, and I did a little game in my head. I know this sounds silly, But I counted how many white people there was in town. 3.
That don't matter, does it? It don't matter. I mean, I know that, you know.
But I'm just saying, like, the change of, like, the
legal
yeah.
ones. That's what we're on about.
But with the legal migration, it's 1.8 million in the last 2 years. I'm not being funny. We're in a housing crisis. Where are they going to live? We're all going to be living in HMOs.
How come they could stop the boats? How come they could stop the boats in the World War and he can't stop the boats here?
Because they don't want to.
Exactly. And there's a hidden agenda.
Yeah.
All this stuff like the UN Convention on Human Rights, the Human Rights Act of 1998, we've got the ECHR, we've just.
But what about our human rights? What about, okay, have people in this country do it. Put them in tents, not hotels. So you have to go to a tent.
Yeah. That's what the French do.
Exactly. So nobody's saying don't bring them, but
No, I think what it does is it's diluting the ones that we fought for after. You know, the actual refugees running in a really good situation. Over a few women and men came over from I don't know Syria at the minute. Christians being enslaved. They got here on a boat, but now they're getting diluted their need because everyone's just there's so many. Really, they get overlooked now, don't they? Do you know what I mean? The ones that should actually help.
Yeah.
But because there's the numbers are so everyone's like, well, you know, it's past giving a fuck anymore.
They want to send them back, don't they? The legal ones who paid money to come over here to be doctors, they want to send them back. The legal ones, don't they? Have you seen it on the news this week? They want to send the legal ones back. There was a nurse on the telly the other day, and she said she paid to come over, you know, to be a nurse, and they want to send
the high-skilled ones is the ones we should have. So before Blair, that's what he was bringing in, 30 to 50,000 the average net it was a year, which is growth was good, and you were bringing over skilled criteria to get in. And look, immigration worked for years, didn't it?
Yeah.
The Windrush lot, all the Indians that come over, all works very, very well. Now it's literally just a swelling numbers thing. I think is a problem. It's a huge problem. Like it's just no math. It's not hard, is it, to be math?
We're going back about halfway because we want to live.
Like how much is rent now? Fosal now in a shithole.
Make sure you don't lose
2-3 bedroom terrace, you're looking at 1,400 quid a month. That's the average monthly wage for most people. When the working class starts getting really affected at the point where that minimum wage that you should be able to afford to at least have a house and live off no longer gets you nothing, everyone will explode. Because it's getting worse and worse. Everything's
I know that. I mean, like,
I
retired a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
They're all
And I
at
can't
uni still,
afford to
so
stop
like,
working.
I finished
But they
uni.
agree.
mad, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to go back to work a bit.
I've had to stay at work.
Stay at work?
I've never actually retired
it's
as
more in
such.
degree rather than.
Mad,
They
innit?
recognise the problem.
I
which is what you
couldn't
do.
afford to live.
Yeah, because it's like you're going on to benefits all of a sudden, ain't it? And if you worked all your life, that ain't enough money, is it? Do you know what I mean? You're not at the point in life yet where you can't move off your chair, so you just chill all day. You know what I mean? You still want to get out and about and do things, don't you? Do you know what I mean? Kids are probably older, chilling, can get out more in the
I
week.
mean, you want to retain some
if we didn't fight in the war,
transport and things.
we'd
I
be in my
mean,
job.
you want those sort of
Yep,
luxuries
yep.
that you've been used to, and like
They're disappearing.
you can't.
Yeah.
I mean, whether you just dump everything and sort of just go down to one meal a day and sort of scramp and
Well, they
stay
look
to sort
they've
of do
got heating
anything.
and everything. You've got old people.
I've covered the hotels. They get so each migrant costs about 52 grand a year. Now, imagine how much money they've got to put in the system to pay that tax on the tax
But
system.
the thing is, they're horrible people as well.
Oh, some of
A
them.
lot of them are so nasty.
It's a weird one because I've spoke to a couple of my videos, my best videos on TikTok with the migrant interviews have been actually ones where I thought that they were a bit more genuine. But I have had a lot but the ones that won't speak to me are the ones because we ask a lot, can we speak to you? And a lot of them are like, no. Them ones I'm like, that's a bit spooky.
Yeah.
But the two lads that spoke to me though, the one from Sudan, the one from Afghan. The Afghan one, when he mentioned the Taliban, you can't see as much on camera, but he did genuinely look terrified when he brought that name up. And I thought, you know what? That's the one where I'd be like, fair play. But they're the ones I said to you earlier, and them ones getting overlooked now because there's so many. Their need is being diluted by all the rest of them. And everyone's just had enough.
They come.
They always come early, man. They're at 11.
Okay. They say, I don't want to walk there. But you don't want no trouble with those who set this up. You don't want no trouble. You just want.
The right never wants any trouble. If anyone kicks off, it's this side normally. And I know, I'm not just saying that being an arsehole, I'm saying that because...
What are they doing here?
They have to turn... Well, no, what it is, so I cover all the protests. These lot hate me now because they kick off me. I was like...
This what's the national...
It's the strike, yeah, because if they left the process on any of theirs, they get left alone, yeah? But whenever the British come out, they have to turn up. So it's like when they're allowed their opinion, but when you want your opinion, it's shut up.
And they're all far right. You don't want to hear you're far right. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous shit.
We look far right.
Nah.
I'm 60 years old, man.
You're 60 years old? Well, good for it. 60 years old, people, look at that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
How are you 60? What the fuck?
Where's my fiance, isn't it?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
That's one news not here.
He happens out to old people know where he works. I said, oh, bring them. I
We had our first row of the day.
Yeah,
What happened?
we spoke over there and we said we're fighting against the fascists. So I said the extreme left
I said,
and the
I'm here for
extreme
the strike.
right
What's
is
all that?
Stalin who started the left. There's Hitler who started the right. I said they meet in the middle. They meet in the middle. They're both power crazy and
Yeah.
you know, and that's what Starmer is. I don't know whether you realise this, but I'll show you something on my phone, and it will absolutely amaze you.
Perhaps not.
What an entrance. I'm live on YouTube, by the way. I'm
Are
a
you?
YouTuber,
Well, I won't show you that.
Yeah.
No, because thank you very much for telling me that.
Respect.
Bless you. Okay.
Yeah, I'll film a lot of the protests. These lot don't like me at all.
But he said
They
we're
kick off me
here
a
to
lot.
stop
I try to be neutral, just film them and get their opinions, and it's just if you're not
Yeah.
completely
Well, I'm
with
glad
them.
you told me you're filming.
Yeah.
Yes,
And I'm not a fascist by all accounts.
The fascists.
You know.
Yeah.
In fact, I was 32 years in the police service, and I'm now ashamed to actually say that I was a police officer.
I've caught 2 tier on my video.
2-tier policing. There are ones in the police service who probably can't wait to get out to retire because they're the right-thinking people, not right-wing, but right-thinking people. Okay, so if this is on YouTube,
Yeah,
I would
live.
like to congratulate those officers for their sheer endurance of putting up with other officers who have been totally corrupted.
No, he's passionate. I like that. There's 700 people watching. 700 people watching. Look at that.
Right, okay.
So big
And
up.
I respect the ones who are still in place.
Yeah.
Who are patriots, who think a lot of this country, whatever creed, race, colour, it's fine.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the way how things have worked, there's the 2 extremes, and I won't tell you anymore. I'll show you, but when you're off camera, I'll show you.
Yeah. I'll go off live in a bit.
Notice you've got a British flag.
Yes.
Which side are you on, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, exactly. I walked over there.
Well, this is the national strike side.
Brilliant. Okay, we're in the right place.
So I'm a YouTuber, by the way. I film protests, so I am live on YouTube. There is currently 300 people watching. But yeah, I'm glad more people have turned up because these not give me grief a lot for filming them.
Really?
Yeah, a lot. They're on my case.
Absolute clowns.
Because what it is when I film the Palestine ones, I don't agree with either side. War should just stop fucking killing innocent people.
Exactly.
That's my standpoint.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm bad for that, for not screaming free Palestine.
Israelis got no choice. They're fighting for their own survival. It's the only democracy in the Middle East at the moment. And they have every right to defend themselves. Just imagine if we had that attitude, like there's some Israelis who are secular Jews within Israel, and as a result of that, they're against Netanyahu. But if he gave up his quest to fight against for his own defence of his own country, just imagine if we'd have done that in the Second World War.
Yeah.
We would have been overrun. But mind you, we've been overrun now anyway because the EU has taken over via Ursula von der Leyen. So she conquered by different means. There's other methods rather than out-and-out warfare, and it's a gradual drip.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So really,
we're
it turns.
experiencing that right now.
So whereas you go from winning the war to winning the battle, and then they win the war in the long
By the
run.
way, just for your own promotion, what YouTube are you?
DP audits.
DP audit.
Yeah, I do film the police a lot, but I don't hate the police. But I call coppers out and they're bad and they're
Well,
actually
yes, there are.
That's
There
what I
are
do.
ones that don't even know the law. They've left training school. They tried.
No, they forget their oath and their college of policing, initial side of college of policing very quickly. You know, the respect and integrity to the public these days.
Yeah,
a lot
well,
of them.
in other words, they should be perform their duty. They pledge allegiance to the Queen or now the King to say that they would effectively have their duty performed, or rather they should perform their duty without fear or favour to anyone. But unfortunately there is recent legislation.
I've caught it here on the channel, mate.
Recent legislation, as you probably well know of, other people perhaps aren't aware, but as a result of that, there is certain ways of treating certain ethnic minorities coming into the country. I'm not a racist because in the past we've welcomed with open arms every race, creed and colour to this country, and they've really benefited from it,
massively.
And we benefited from them. But currently it's an avalanche of people into this country.
1.8 million through legal routes in the last 2 years.
I'm not a racist, and if you're going to call me a racist, any left-wing person here, you're wrong. Okay, you're so sadly wrong. You just haven't. Not using this. We only have a limited. We're more densely populated than one of the largest countries in the world, India. I'm not bothered. And that's how much this little island of ours has been deluged with people. We are kind-hearted, the British.
Very much so.
Very much so. Too kind-hearted to an extent whereby anyone can come. They don't give any identification. As far as my ex-police service is concerned, no identification. They don't even want to give it, some of them. So some of them must be up to no good. I'll leave it at that. And I'm not a racist, if you're listening to me.
There are left people here, yet see, he's not a racist. He's a good guy.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. People are turning up now. I probably had about 1,000 photos taken, but it's fine. You'll all be in Hope Not Hates magazine in the morning. In fact, it's far right.
Yeah. That's good.
Oh, God. I was thinking it would just be me turn up. I was thinking, nope, I'm going to walk away later on and get beaten up. 780 people watching.
Why are you taking pictures? I mean,
They're taking photos of me, probably to put in magazines and bullshit. Yeah. Because I'm a YouTuber and I film these all the time, and they think I'm far right. I'm probably I'm on the right now, but I'm not fucking far right. I'm not racist. None of that.
It's just ridiculous. How is it racist?
I've been called a Nazi and everything. I have.
Absolutely ridiculous. How can you be racist protecting your country? Fucking idiots.
They finally see a British flag, but it's a pride one.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm not. Why are they not flying English and a British flag along with their other flags, man? They are allowed to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't understand why they never do. I've filmed these lot a lot, right? But I can't even approach them now. They just attack me or kick off.
I mean, what the fuck? I'm fuming. I'm fuming.
I was screaming at them in the middle of the road in here the other week.
I've seen your video.
Did you? Yeah.
Video,
when I was on about my grandkids in 20 years, how are they going to live? But it's $5 a month rent. They're all going to be living in shared houses, mate.
Absolutely ridiculous.
You know our tradition. One of our biggest traditions is the two parents, 2.3 kids, whatever it's called, that whole program. You know, in your family nucleus. Yeah, and like what's going on, isn't it? A lot of these here as well, I think what it is with a lot of them as well, they've got like their middle class, they've got the old money, so they've got their houses, they're okay. But it's not me that I'm concerned about, it is my kids. I've got believe it or not, I'm a granddad already, you know what I mean? So 20 years time, what's my grandkid going to play?
We ordered of reform talking points in the language of Enoch Powell. We weren't expecting any in Bevan, but it was hard to expect this. But we're not asking for him to resign. We're grown-ups. Never in the mankind's brutal history of oppression and power has power been ceded by those just by asking. There's lots of proper ways to go about it. I suggest we need to encourage Labour MPs to follow the example of the Right Honourable MP for Coventry South, Jonathan Turner, who, as mandated Trump, has voted with a heart, mind and backbone. If enough did so, these MPs could look to support and to grassroots organisation.
I ain't bothered anyway, I got these all on camera loads, I was just filming in.
Organisations of renters, what do you call it? trade unions.
They're just all bonkers people.
They could form their own political party and put
there's this one again, look.
leadership where it counts.
Everywhere I go.
But what do I know? Other revolutions are available. There are some other universals.
See what I mean?
At some point rely on
See what I mean? Yeah, I film them all the time.
and benefits. And by extension,
I wasn't against them, innit? But they keep, every time I turn up, they do this shit to me. But so now it's sort of like, well, fuck you then, innit?
Like
she's bothered, like I ain't got my face all over the internet. I'm literally a YouTuber with like millions of views. I'm everywhere.
And they will tell you, you tax the rich. Yes, you need to have that properly funded. Properly funded to process asylum claims from people. People that are desperately seeking refuge in this country. We need to process those claims properly and apply the laws carefully and with efficiency.
Bro, don't keep coming near me.
Those laws, there are people who've applied for benefits, applied for asylum illegally. They are not illegal people.
Yes, they are when they come from France.
Human being is an illegal person. People break the laws and do illegal things.
Like shrieking violence, isn't it? You're racist now, by the way.
Oh, no, okay. Illegal! That's what's happening. Yeah, they're not our streets, they're bloody illegal streets.
Yeah, they want open borders. They're the socialists, but they're all Labour shills. Labour pay them to turn up to all of this shit. The unions, the socialists. How can a part of the government get involved so heavily with this shit and push the agenda for their agenda? Like every time they protest, they get to protest what they want. No, everyone leaves them alone. But when anyone comes out on the other side, fuck off, you muppet. Look, unions. Look, I told you. Funded by the unions, man.
We are black! We are white! Together we are dynamite!
No one's saying about colour. Most people's concern is the high levels of immigration and the infrastructure struggle. It's a logical conversation in my eyes. I screamed at the socialists the other week here. I've got a grandson, I was like, where's he going to live in 20 years when it's £5 grand a month rent? They're all going to be living in... You know what I mean? It's not fair, is it? Wasn't the main pretense for coming out of Europe, out of Brexit, about immigration? So more people, so we actually left, that means more people voted. So more, and that was even less. Now it's even more. People want the numbers to come down. I'm just covering my face because they pass me all over their magazines and shit from up there.
You carry on.
They don't work, a lot of them. They're all middle class as well. They've all got old money.
You try working 40 hours a week and paying for people. No, it pisses me off because I work full time and I'm not paying for people that come over here and claim for nothing. No, it pisses me off because I work hard.
But he's filming it, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got 300 people watching, yeah.
It pisses me off.
You idiots! Listen to the actual problem! How am I the problem?
Come on, interview
How am I
me?
Try and stick by.
Yeah, they call you fascist, Nazi and far right. But when you have a conversation going, what are we going to do about the high levels of immigration? Infrastructure, rent's getting high, it's, oh, you're racist, that's all they say. But we left Europe because of immigration. All people are... What are you doing?
You don't even know what you're doing!
My daughter-in-law's black. My family mixed race, but I don't understand this. I get it.
The rich are the ones who benefit from it.
Don't point that Storm's doing a lot more damage, to be honest with you. Why isn't there one bloody Storm or fuck off sign? But no, you've got to talk about a man that has no relevance in this country at this moment. Just confusing.
I'm trying to do this peacefully. I'm genuinely asking a question here, and I am. I know I'm genuinely asking
We won't answer your questions.
asking a question. I totally get that. We're not here for that. We're here for the fact that we want our country back to our moral standards. So to me, the legal.
They don't have to say.
No, you don't have to say.
You're not on the fucking internet.
No.
You want to try me? You want to try me? Who the fuck you thought?
You are on camera. You are on camera.
No, get up! No, get up! Stop these, both of you! Oh my God! Stop it! Stop it! Stop this!
Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
Look at you, they're all kicking him and that.
Leave him alone!
Shift!
Get out
of the way! Get out of the way! You're done! You're done!
Calm down.
That's assault! Get out!
You are all just kicking him on the floor, man. Chill out.
What did he do? Everything is on video.
He antagonises every time.
Try it. Try it.
Go on, you're in your space.
Try it.
Get in your own space.
Where's the cunt?
We're back up. Leave us alone.
He always antagonises at every protest me, mate. I'm a YouTuber, he antagonises me all the time.
Fucking cunt, headbutt.
Kicked off.
I see it from right over there. I'm like looking at
Yeah, I got it on camera, you're kicking and stomping. I got you on camera, bro.
What? You went there.
I've got you on camera, stomping and kicking and that.
That's all you did. Make sure you problem, because that's what
Yeah, I've got it all, bro. I've got it all.
Yeah. Did you? I hope you got it as well. Did you get it? Yeah. But no, she didn't. Yeah. Conveniently turned away at that point, did you?
You take a photo of me? I'm all over the internet, bro. Don't make that. I'll smile for you.
you get that on film?
I've got a lot of it on film. We're kicking off, yeah.
Because he had put it in first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuart did.
Yeah. He's an antagoniser. He always antagonises everywhere he goes. It's actually, one of them's wanted. That guy who started it is actually wanted for assault in London before. Yeah, fuck you, bruv. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you, bro. So you know he's an antagonist then? Fucking bitch. Yeah, fuck you. What are you going to do, dickhead? Suck your mum. They know, yeah. Suck your mum.
You loaded lot. Listen to them.
That went off. What the fuck? That went off.
That's what it is. They've got to remind us how to keep saying it.
We don't need to.
Where's the police as well?
I know, yeah, I'm really surprised.
Look how tasty that could have just got there.
I mean, if everyone got it,
yeah.
I'm surprised.
Who had the fighting?
It's probably a back hit at me because I film all the protests and that on my channel.
I'd like to know they're going to fight.
But I had about 600 people watching that when that was going. It's always that guy always kicks off, man. Fucking hell. Bro, I've covered them for a year. What it is right. I tried to give them the chance. I said, look, I'm neutral with it. I was a year ago. I was like, look, you can speak to my camera though, innit? I'm a YouTuber. Say your point. People will get in the comments. Open conversation. They just constantly attack me all year. Because with Palestine and Israel, I don't pick a side. I think they should be innocent. Should stop dying on either side.
Exactly.
But I'm the bad guy for that because I don't scream free Palestine.
There should be no, especially like attacking hospitals. What's that all about? Yeah. Fucking disgusting.
Both sides are bad. Like, at the end of the day, would you want to be sat in a room with the IDF or Hamas? I probably think you wouldn't. You'd be scared out your wit, wouldn't you? So look at it like that.
Yeah,
they're all murderers, and I ain't with it. But because I don't pick a side, I'm the bad guy.
Exactly.
Because I talk about my grandson, I've been able to have a child. In 20 years' time, it's going to be £5 a month for rent.
Yeah,
Where are you all going to live, bro?
Exactly.
It's maths, isn't it?
It's stupid.
Didn't we leave Europe over immigration?
Yes.
So more people voted over immigration
and I'm not
than not,
funny, but more people.
But we're all bastards and racist.
The problem is that Coventry is very Labour.
Yeah.
Always has been. And if you look at all of these local elections just recently, that states a lot in itself that people have had enough.
Yeah.
Had enough. That was a statement in itself.
Have you seen? Because they're always the unions and that here.
Yeah.
But they're Labour, aren't they?
Yes.
So they're always pushing these left-sided protests.
Of course they are. Yeah.
Don't you think it's a bit of conflict of interest doing that from mob side of the government?
Well, you would think so. Yes. Yeah, you would think so.
So how is that fair?
It never is it?
No.
They claim to be. Never is.
Do you know what I mean? Cheers, mods. I ain't been watching the chat. Oh, sorry, there's a lot going on. Yeah, so what? Oh, you're a grass. If they knew I was wanted, they would snitch me in an instant.
Yeah, of course they did. And that's why he called you a snitch and a liar, not a liar.
Yeah. And then, like, you know what I mean? Mr. Brad Pitt over there trying to call people out. Oh wow, you got my name. Wow.
Go on and fight. I'd like to know who's going to fight.
A lot more people here, man.
I was throwing coke to stop them from fighting. Yeah.
Big up.
That ain't going to stop him.
Madness.
And then that black one said, oh, it's assault. Okay then. Carry on.
Oh, I've had shit off them for a year,
I
mate.
was just throwing it just to like stop them from fighting. That's all I was trying to do.
I was in Birmingham, but obviously in Birmingham last week, when I stand on the right side, I get left alone. They're all sound with me.
Yeah, of course.
And that's been natural over a year. We're not trying to like push that agenda. Do you know what I mean?
That young lad said he feels embarrassed. With their backs to them. Come on,
Which young lad? Which young?
Line up in front of them and back.
I know. Everyone line up.
So everyone's lining up. Show of solidarity from this side. This is the national strike, people. The Brits are coming out, national strike. They've had enough. Fair play to them. The left, every time the right come and try to have their say, have to come out and counter it. And this is the response you're getting. The turnouts are bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's getting bigger. People are joining in from the crowd. Respect to the people, man.
Line up and get your backs to them.
I'm going to film you and have it all.
No, we need some more people there. If you support, line up in front of
Here comes the old Bill.
Come on, we don't want any more, do we? Get the pedos off the streets.
I've asked them before, would you have one in your house? They always say no.
Yeah, the landlord, so I don't have space. Yeah,
all our kids are going to be living in HMOs in 10, 15 years at this rate. They won't be able to afford their own houses unless they are really successful.
Yeah.
But most people are not really successful in that sense, are they? Most people are just average, man.
You know what, the thing is, I hate that they've got Black Lives Matter because I know these ain't about racism.
Yeah.
Trump Yes, you go your way, we'll go ours. So, fuck off!
Another antagonist. I'm going to go get that copper. Yo, geezer! Geezer! Where's the police presence here? I'm going to call him out on it now, that's what I do. Where's the police presence?
Listen, I ain't got time for this.
Don't speak to me like that.
Come and speak to me, yeah? Right. You've been causing some issues.
No, he ain't.
He hasn't.
I'm talking to him. Okay, I'm
Oi, calm yourself down. Calm your attitude down. Speak to the public with respect.
Listen, go away.
I'm telling you to calm down.
Go away.
Yeah, I'm DP audits. Respect. Speak. I'm carrying on all I want. Speak to the public with respect and integrity like you're meant to. Yeah? Attitude.
Are you happy to? Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Control, we're
Are
going
you
to
happy
unit, please, in a position to head
Yes,
towards Cathedral Lane.
Right. So we've got CCTV monitoring on you.
Yeah.
You're sticking things up your swearing.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they was taking them up at me. I was walking past.
It's both ways. Where's your presence as police officers? Why is there no police here?
Go and speak to the inspector.
You call through now and tell him to send police.
You don't tell me what to do, pal.
Oh, shut your attitude up as well,
Right,
you.
go
Wind
away.
your neck in.
Wind
Wind your neck in, yes.
Wind my neck in.
Yeah,
Step
you're
away
the
from me,
police
please.
officer.
Step away from me.
See that? That's a claim and a half. You're getting a claim against you.
Yeah, okay.
You little prick. You're losing your job, you little...
Yeah, you think so?
See that, guys?
That's assault.
Witnesses, yeah?
You do nothing wrong.
You assaulted me.
Right.
On
Get away
camera.
from me. Otherwise I'll spray you.
Whoa.
Yo, he's off his head. He can't be a copper.
Whoa.
That's oh, look at that. Look at that. Wind your neck and look how bad he is.
Go away.
Nah, I'm in public. Shut your mouth and your attitude up. You're a public of the servant, a servant of the public.
Okay.
There's no, you're breaching the peace.
You ain't spraying him.
Okay.
You ain't spraying him. And I'm doing
Can I
nothing
deal with the
wrong.
incident?
No, you're not. You speak to them like shit. That's what you're doing. You don't get to speak to public like that. You don't get to speak to people like you're speaking to him. That's not how your role works. You're a police officer of the law, serving the crowd and serving the people. Respect and integrity. Remember your oath and your college of peace in training. You're absolute disgrace. The way you push me over now, you're getting a claim against you. You're getting sued.
Right.
You should lose your job for that as well.
Yeah. Okay. What's it?
Yeah, we will see, won't we? And you're going to be all over the internet. Do you know how many people are going to see you? You're live now.
Good. Good for you.
Welcome to YouTube, you dickhead. How about that?
Okay, swear at me once more, I'll lock you up.
Higher threshold. Is there any complainants? Is there any complainants for my swearing? Any complainants?
No.
Oh, obviously from you, yeah.
Yeah, well, we've heard you as well, and I've got images of your guys hitting ours.
They were stomping on them there.
Come on then. Look, see what I mean? Look.
See what I mean?
Look. Where's the images? Take the images. You know what, mate?
Yo, the cop needs to arrest him, man. Your officers need to arrest you.
Okay.
You assaulted me. You need to arrest your fellow officer. Section 26, he just pushed me on the ground, threatened me with powerful for telling him to rax himself. Now, arrest your officer now. You're online on YouTube, you're going on YouTube, if you don't do your jobs correctly, you're going to look like idiots. Now, he's assaulted, assaulted me,
We
mate.
need to work out what's gone on.
He's pushed me, he's foot to me like that because he was speaking to him like club and I told him to speak to members of the public respect, like you to mentor him professionally, and that is the worst example. He needs to be fired, he's getting sued, or we're putting a claim against him. That was outrageous. Arrest him. Arrest him. Do your job. The College of Policing tells you to arrest him.
You need to relax. You need to calm down.
You need to arrest him.
You're here. You need to talk to me. Tell me what's going on. So obviously dealing with.
He was talking to him, and the way he was speaking to him was disgusting. The way you do not speak to members of the public like that. The way he was disgusting. Everything about him is disgusting. He's going to get. Do you know how many views he's going to do online now? He'll go viral with the way that was. That was one of the worst situations I've ever seen. I've done this for a year now. You need to arrest him.
Okay, well, we're not going to arrest him. But
You're not going to arrest your colleague when he's just broke the law and assaulted a member of the public.
But you're entitled to make.
What does your College of Policing teach you at the beginning? When you're call your officers. No, you listen to me. He has assaulted me and broke the law.
Listen to you. You're entitled to make a complaint online.
You're getting sued, mate.
Okay.
Look at him. Look
Number
at him.
one lesson. Don't come in my personal space.
Look at him.
Okay.
Right, identify yourself.
7459.
Name, station.
Okay, don't need to give money.
Yes, you do.
No.
3 forms. You've used your powers against me. 3 forms of identification.
Don't point at me.
I'll point like I
Don't
want.
point at me.
No.
Yeah.
3 forms of identification. You're going to push me again, are you?
If you can put in my space, yes.
Oh, you're in my space now. What would happen if I pushed you?
Doing, well, you could try.
Ah, see what I mean?
Yeah.
See this, people?
Yeah.
You're welcome to YouTube.
Have a good day.
What's name and fucking station as well?
Day, sir.
Name and station. I don't know. On his name and station, he's got to give 3 forms of identification. Where's your police presence when there's a versus protest today? Yous are disgusting, shameful. Look at the state of yours. Why ain't there anyone there protecting this protest? That kicked off earlier. I don't give a damn if I'm shouting. I'm a member of the public who's annoyed, been pushed like him. So you got no police here for a protest and a counter protest. Have a good day. You ain't gonna have a good day when it follows through on you. Welcome to YouTube as well.
Thank you.
Look at this, guys. Look at him. Look at the state of him.
Really?
Yeah, the state here.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Absolute prick.
Thank you. Swear at me again, I'll lock you up.
Because you can't use a higher threshold. You can't lock me up for that.
Really?
Yeah, section 5.
Really? You think so? That's it. You can walk him back.
See, he was going to arrest me, guys. Will, sort him out, man. Yeah, if you want to watch the rest of that, that's on the previous video on the channel, so go and watch that. It's actually doing a lot of numbers, so you'll see it quite clearly. He's in the thumbnail, he's a knob. There's more to this that I'll be bringing out. This is just part 1. Just so much happened in the day. I couldn't believe how much happened on the day here in Cov. It's such a small protest. But as you can see, I just feel like the non-ordinary Brits coming out here just concerned about a few issues. And the left, just the same. They're just tiring everyone on that side with the same rush. And a lot more deep conversation happens. A few more tense moments happen. So keep an eye out for the next video. But big up your chest, people. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much.